Hey there everybody, it's Pika here. Welcome back to more Super Mario Odyssey. In the last episode, we managed to end up completing a little bit of the moon sections in Cascade Kingdom, and then we decided to set sail for new adventures into Tostarena Kingdom, or known as Sand Kingdom. Except that it's not really a lot of sand, and it's a little bit more, hey, you like ice in your desert area? Because that makes total sense, you know? But no, apparently something is going on. I have no clue what Bowser is doing and why he's doing this. But you know what? That's actually that's fine, I guess. Bowser can essentially do what he wants, but we're gonna have to stop him for whatever reason. All right, so these wonderful plants have finally grown, and we can finally hit them with Cappy, or we can just jump on them and get ourselves 3 extra moons. Funny enough, you don't actually have to complete the entire kingdom. If you actually see over to the left, you see that there are a bit of silhouette slots for each of the moons. Once you have gathered enough of those moons, when you fill up all of that, you essentially are done. You can actually leave the area. You don't even have to complete the boss that is in the stage, and you can just completely ignore it entirely. I wouldn't recommend it if it's your first playthrough, because obviously, you know, first playthrough runs, you might as well just be able to get everything. But if you are playing this game constantly, then you don't have to do it. Anyways, let's actually get the theme going in this world, shall we? Welcome to Rio Ruins Entrance, where we have mini golden Goombas, which I actually don't remember where these guys actually appeared from before. Luckily enough, enemies that don't really take that long to kill. We can actually end up getting over from over here. Like, who's to say you have to actually go through the area normally? This is Mario Odyssey, man. You can do whatever you want in this game. Alright, let's go through here. Maybe to get this. Like I said, I know where most of the moons are. Probably almost all the moons, now that I think about it. If you are doing this in a speedrun fashion, I gotta say, man, if you can memorize mostly all the moons, you're pretty much golden. This moon tripped me up on my first playthrough because you wouldn't really think that you have to actually go under. But then you kind of see that little edge there and you're like, that looks suspicious. But then again, there are like a ton of moons that seems to be like that. Like this one moon right over here in this whole section. It's like, you know what? That doesn't really look like an area that I actually want to enter, but that's fine. Apparently it's safe for whatever reason. Now, if you do die in this game, or fall in the pit or whatever, don't worry. You actually don't lose. You only lose like, I think, 10 coins. So lives are pretty much pointless in this game. In fact, there are no lives at all in mention that. So you don't really have to worry about it. And if you don't have like any sort of coins to like pay off your random death loan, you don't really have to worry, because it also doesn't really matter. As long you can continue the game like it's normal, like without any issues. It's kind of hilarious in all honesty. So let's keep going with here. Remember to always use Cappy for your means of collecting your items. We need to head up here because there is a moon up here as well. Try to end up ground pounding so that way you can go ahead and land safely, because ice physics are pretty annoying and nobody really likes them. Right. So there's a bunch of coins that we can get over there, but we don't really need that. We're actually up here just for a moon, and then that's really about it. And then we'll actually get the moon that is correspondent for this area. So let's head on down. Unless there's like something up there and like I don't know about. I wouldn't even be surprised, to be honest. Also, you don't take fall damage in this game, so hallelujah for that. Oh, there you go. Anyways, coming up here, we end up accessing this moon here. This is basically the moon from the ruin that we were just in. Stage has a bunch of coins, and then there's the Jaxie here. This Jaxie has the capabilities of making your travels in Tostarena Kingdom less of a chore. We will have to ride him, though, because in all honesty, we kind of need him to cross the poison swamp. He's fairly easy to control, but he's very wild. But we do need him to actually access this area over here. You can actually get through this area without the Jaxie, but I kind of just recommend having the Jaxie at that point. So, you know. So if you do want to go ahead and slow down for these things so you can actually collect them. He doesn't stop forever, though, when you break. He will end up starting to move again. And now we're going to get ourselves another some notes funds. This one's fairly easy to do. Is to go over here, do a little bit of a card turn, or U-turn, or what most people would call. Okay, I said it was easy, and then I end up missing it. No! Alright, cool. Got it. All right. And you can still fall off, and I think you probably will have to end up doing it again. But, just in case, just get off. Okay. Hoig. The Jaxie's stunt driving. I wouldn't really call that much of a stunt driving, but alright, sure. Most of these moons actually do have like funny names to them. Come up here to be able to get those Doritos, and then after that, then you can probably end up going back if you want to be able to get those coins, but we don't really need them, so we're just gonna keep going from over here. Bash all these cactuses because nobody needs them. Some of them end up having coins for some reason. I don't know why, but you know what? That's okay. We're a Jaxie driver, aren't we now? I thought we were just Mario, but we're not. Alright, and that's it for that area. But we see like the big giant pyramid off in the distance. Well, we can actually go over there now. In fact, I think you can... No, I don't think you can ignore that area over there. But if we come over here, we'll end up finding ourselves a blank painting. You actually can see, we've seen another blank painting as well in Cascade Kingdom, but we couldn't access it either. Some of them are open to you after you progress through the world, and some of them are not. That one is activated after we have either, I think, saved the world or not, or after we've gotten this moon. But just for safe, just so I don't really sound like that I'm wrong or anything, we probably have to wait. Anyways, we got bullet bills, which are in 2D sections. They are a lot more annoying when they're in 2D sections, less annoying when they're in 3D, because in 3D they're easy and you can also capture them. But in 2D, not so much. In fact, we need to actually capture one of them right now. Because, well, first off, that moon ends up all the way over there, but that's not what we want. We actually want the moon that's all the way over there. So come at me, Bullet Bill. I needs to capture you. I missed. Alright. There's a nice touch of detail here when Mario gets shot by a Bullet Bill. His entire face is all filled with dirt. I like that. Anyways, most of these power-ups, I kind of want to call them power-ups at this point because that's kind of what they feel like, have like secondary features whenever you shake the controller stick, so, or the Joy-Cons I should say. So what I recommend is, you know, shake it just to see what other extra abilities that they will have to offer to you, and you know, you'll be fine. In fact, this is like the first few things that we saw in the trailer. Shaking the controller stick allows the Bullet Bill to actually go faster, which is really good because it kind of needs to. So we kind of have enough to leave the area, but we're not going to do that because we do have to end up showcasing the game. we have to showcase the game. It'd be kind of bad if I just literally just said, oh, okay, well, never mind. You know what? That's fine. Okay, I was trying to... There, okay, well, never mind. You know what? That's okay. We'll just go from up here because we don't need to be bothered. This song is pretty. Hey, it's Cat Peach again. Thank you. You do have full health. You will end up getting coins, which is actually a good thing. Money is only important when you're going after moons because you do have to buy moons with money in this game. But it's not too bad. It's not like they're overly expensive. Like, there's a lot of chances for you to get coins again. Like, most of these things respawn whenever you leave the areas, so you don't really have to worry so much. You just have, like, you will sadly have to deal with coinage shortage though in the post game, because in the post game they have like I said extra costumes that we haven't really accessed yet. We can access them now, but I haven't really bothered to go into the shop to go ahead and showcase them. There would have been a nice attention to detail with this, where if you are in the 2D section and you have like 1 health left, you kind of end up becoming small Mario, but that doesn't really happen here. You kind of still become big Mario, which sucks. Well, at least I think you become small. Maybe you do. I don't know. I don't really want to showcase that, so let's just not showcase it and pretend that it probably does happen. Alright. Go past all these guys. You know, I still will like it's probably never gonna happen, but I will honestly like a remake of the land games. But then again, I don't think they will want to do the land games. I don't even think they even want to even remember the land games, which is a shame because the land games are awesome. We can... Well, not really good. The control... Alright, so another thing I should mention. The controls for 2D Mario are not the same like the 2D Mario that you are familiar with from the original 2D Mario. Mario's controls in the 2D in this game feels a lot better to control and less of a hassle. But the 2D controls in the original sucks. Like, that was something in my head that I was like, oh my god, I can actually do things that I should not be able to do. Alright. We have climbed the highest tower, but now we must tackle the next obstacle, which is right over there. The Moon Shards, which are essentially this game's silver stars from Super Mario Galaxy. Or the... Well, actually, no, it's still silver stars because... Well, actually, no, not really, because the silver stars technically did appear in Super Mario 64, the DS version, so... Never mind, I actually was thinking that, oh man, it must be like new or something, and I'm like, no it's not. And it's like, oh, well that sucks. Those things you can hit, and they will basically, can we break them normally? No we can't. Can we break them by ground pounding? I never actually tried. We probably can't, but I don't really want to test it, so let's just keep going. Let's grab this. That platform falls into its death. You end up just hitting that. At some point, these things are going to be pretty annoying in a later level. And they will end up basically reacting just how they're reacting right now. And I don't like them, and they're kind of a pain in the ass to traverse through. Fun platforming, but my god is it not gonna be fun for me in all honesty. Because it's something that I'm gonna really hate. Anyways, these guys actually have a very cool mechanic where they kind of end up humming, I think, the Mario theme. And they kind of also look like the Easter Island heads from Super Mario Land. So there's your Super Mario Land reference right there. It's probably not a Super Mario Land reference, but I like to think that it's a Super Mario Land reference. Look, we gotta take all the Super Mario Land references as we can take. Also, if you are trying to wonder how you're supposed to actually reveal the platform without using those guys, you cannot. It's not like Super Mario Galaxy where you can go ahead and unveil those kind of things. You do have to end up using those, they do have names. In fact, if we kind of look at the manual, Cappy's telling us that we can actually warp and everything. If we actually look at the manual actually ends up having some very good flavor text for some stuff here, and it's actually really nice. You got the inverted pyramid, the true can't miss of this region. The inverted pyramid may look unstable, but rest assured, it never topples and has thrilled tourists for years. It is said that a legendary artifact called the Binding Bind lies within, and the upside-down pyramid symbolize how those joined by it will never part, even it will never upside down. Even if the world turns upside down. Oh, well, that's actually a nice item. I wonder why Bowser's here now. And then you got the Jaxies. Let's have a look at the curious locals transport method known as the Jaxies. Just hop on the back of one, and as you might guess, from their appearance, you'll be in for a wild ride, but completely reliable ride. Make good use of them, and you'll be exploring this unforgiving desert in comfort and style. Living heart of the desert. Here's a spot to moisten your dried and withered heart. You're with greenie and water to make you forget you're in the desert. The fish and birds are plentiful and well worth the visit. Except it is frozen and has like bupkis to really offer in terms of an oasis. And they kind of end up showing like the 3 keys to the kingdom. 1. Enjoy the small but lively desert village and its charming inhabitants. 2. Wonder of the inverted pyramid and its upside down magic. 3. Watch for the gem iconography carved in relief of the ruins. Well, that's nice. And obviously, you have the, the Tostarena, tourism, and all that other stuff. This is actually kind of cool. Like, I love this because it's actually like an actual brochure guide. And it's actually kind of nice. Like, you got population, middling, currency is pyramid shape, size is expansive. Industry, tourism, precious stones, locale, tostarenas, moi eyes. I think that's actually what those guys are called. And the temperature is average, which is supposed to be 104 Fahrenheit. That is not the case here. In fact, it's wrong, but that's fine. Anyways, we actually look on here. We can actually end up finding the enemy right here. And they called the moi eyes. Okay, so that is what they're called. Cool. Anyways, let's hop on board here and friggin' get on with our lives, shall we? Alright, so we can actually go across here. And there's actually nothing over here. Actually, wait, is there something over here? Ah, there are some coins, and that's really about it. Hey, I mean, coins is something, to be fair, because we kind of end up needing it. We need to get that moonshot over there, even though, I'm looking over there. What is that? Is there, I don't think there's a... That is not the... That's the select button. I always keep thinking that the Switch actually does not have a select button, but then I keep remembering that it's the PS4 that doesn't have the select button. It has an it has a share button and whatever the option button, which, not gonna lie, do they really have to name it the option button? They could have named that thing anything else. Why did they have to name it such a weird name? It's like, it just doesn't make any sense. And I just don't like it. It's stupid. Anyways, let's collect this last piece of moon and then we'll call it an episode, shall we? Come to me, Power Moon. The inverted pyramid is open, which means it is time for us to explore the inverted pyramid in the next episode of Super Mario Odyssey. I've been Pika, and this has been your guide to new horizons. In the next episode, we shall be entering the inverted pyramid. Pika is out. Laters!